Cars and trucks zipping past, cruising with confidence and care too. For a country like South Africa, the distance between a safe drive to a reckless robbery is too short. They say if you drop your guard, you drop your car. Such is the level of car hijacking in the country. In terms of vehicle crime, hijacking has increased by 14%, with 14,600 cases reported between 2015 and 2016, compared to the 12,770 in 2014. Simply speaking, 40 cars are hijacked every day in South Africa. That is roughly one car every 36 minutes. And not just car hijacking. The figures for driving under the influence is also up by a whopping 11.1%. The recent death of multi-talented Rhythm City star Dumi Masilela in an attempted hijacking has opened up a critical debate on the state of fear citizens live in on a daily basis. SAP's spokesperson, Captain Canny Maphanga, recounts Dumi's ordeal.
The information is that they were parked on the side of the road when they were approached by the GP. When one occupant from the GP get out, he went to the golf where they were seated, and they saw him carrying a gun. And that's when they drove off, and it's when the men discharged the firearm where he was shot. They drove off to a certain point where his friend took over and drive him to the hospital.
The scourge of violent and senseless crimes in South Africa continues to rob the society and the nation's global image on the whole.
We have no words to describe what has happened. Death has robbed us one of a kind, hardworking, talented, multi-talented young man. And we want to call upon the law enforcement agencies to do their work and ensure that they bring these criminals to book.
Former police officer Anton Kun runs a vehicle tracking and recovery company in Ekurhuleni City. He has 30 years of experience under his belt, and needless to say, his busy schedule speaks how hijacking incidents have been increased by leaps and bounds.
Our systems are not in place. Our borders, we've got a lot of corruption at our borders. So if the systems were in place, I believe that it would make it more difficult for these guys to do what they do.
Analysts like Anton also believe that the criminals are getting smarter with their techniques with each passing day, and the police are still a step behind owing to lack of resources and training. Take a look at this clip showing the precision with which criminals remove the tracker from a vehicle.
I do believe that the police has a shortage of resources. Being a former police officer and working very closely with the South African Police Services, we see that they do lack the resources. There's a lot of awesome police officers out there with a lot of experience, but they don't have the resources to actually do their jobs.
And when it comes to most stolen cars, thieves seem to have a distinct liking for Volkswagen Golf. It is said no sooner you bring a VW Golf out of a showroom, there are chances that it will be gone too soon. Followed by Mercedes-Benz and Porsche. Land Rovers too have been a common target these days. Probably it's the sheer speed that attracts them. While the highway behind me looks calm and secure when you're driving past at such a high speed. However, misfortune strikes when carjackers choose to rob you of your loved car just because they cast their evil eye on it. So caution and care are the key words. Drive safe and keep your car safe. Canny Maphanga, ANN7, Johannesburg.